Hi there, gorgeous! I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, I make videos like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you'd like to be notified of new videos in the future, please subscribe. And thank you so much in advance if you do. Today is an updated how I clean my tools kind of video. I'll be showing you up close how I clean my brushes, my sponges, and even lashes. This has been a very popular requested video by many of you. A lot of questions about how this routine has changed, if I'm still doing the same things. So I'll show you everything up close here today. Let's start talking about brushes. So I wash my brushes once a week, or at least I try to. I mean, before I had kids, I was on it. I washed my brushes every single Sunday like clockwork, but since I had kids, sometimes I don't wash them every week, but I do make it a point to absolutely try to clean them in some form once a week, whether or not it's just spraying it with a daily brush cleaner or deep cleansing them every Sunday like I traditionally have done in the past. And it's always good that you take time to clean your brushes once a week, deep cleaning, so that you aren't depositing bacteria back onto your face, because the more that you're using your brushes, the more you're picking up bacteria, and then the next time you go to use that brush, you're just putting that same bacteria back on. And if you keep repeating that, you can imagine how gunked up your brush will get over time. So it's very important to take time to deep clean your brushes. So when I do this, a little thing that I like to use is hotel soaps. Every time I go to a hotel, I'm constantly taking the soaps home with me. And these are great because they're the perfect size for cleaning your brushes. And they're free. I mean, well, they're not really free. You had to pay for a hotel visit to get them, but I digress. So much more effective than any other soap that I have used in the past. So what I do is I wet all of the brushes that I'm getting ready to wash, and then I wet the bar of soap. And I take the first brush, rub it into that bar of soap until I've mixed up a good lather, and then I transfer it into my hand and really suds it up from there. And I'll rub that around in my hand until I feel like I've gotten all the makeup out of the brush. And I try to wash as many brushes in my hand as possible until I run out of suds, and then I'll simply repeat the process again by taking a brush, rubbing it into the bar of soap, transferring it to my hand, and then lathering it up and continuing on and on and on until every single brush is washed. When you're washing your brushes, you want to always make sure that the handle is pointing down like this so that no water runs back into the brush, because this can really ruin the life of a brush if you get water that runs back into the handle. And then after I have washed all the brushes, I'll go back and rinse each one individually, making sure to pay special attention, keeping that brush pointing downwards. And then to dry them, I take some of my hand towels and I lay one flat, and then I take two rolled up, and I will position the brushes so that the ferrules are pointing down, which helps the water to drain out and keeps it from going back into the handle. And generally I do this at night so that I give the brushes a good amount of time to air dry, and usually by morning they are pretty much all dried, with the exception of the bigger brushes, like this one, for example, my favorite one from IT Cosmetics. This one takes a good, I want to say 16 hours to fully dry. I mean, it's such a thick brush that you kind of have to prepare that one well enough ahead of time. The Fenty Beauty Powder Brush, this is another one that takes a little bit longer to dry. So, I mean, those aren't going to be dried overnight. So if you are planning on washing your brushes for an event the next day, or for applying your makeup in general the next day, you probably want to start washing these like around 5 o'clock in the afternoon the day before. That's at least been my experience. And when it comes to sponges, same process applies. The only difference is that I have to take each sponge individually, rub it on that bar of soap, suds it up in my hand, and then I'll take it and just rub it through my fingers like this and completely suds it up, and then run it under the water. Sometimes I have to repeat that step a couple times to get all of the makeup out, but I will tell you what, using a bar of soap, any bar of soap, it doesn't have to be the hotel soaps that I'm using here, any bar of soap is 10 times better for taking makeup out of your makeup sponges than anything I've ever used. Anything. Now let's talk about lashes, my favorite topic ever. There was a pair of lashes I used in a video recently, and I got some questions about how I was going to clean them and whether or not I had ruined them. If you go back and watch the video where I did my full face of historically accurate makeup trends, my favorite trends from all the past decades that I've covered, I applied a turquoise mascara to a pair of lashes from my lash line, and I put that stuff on pretty doggone thick with those lashes, let me tell you. Normally, I would not have done this in the past, but I discovered a product last year to clean my lashes with that has changed the way that I think about false lashes and helps me to be able to clean them of things like the mascara that I piled onto the false lashes I was wearing that day. And this product is from a company called BeRad Cosmetics. The woman who created this product is actually out of Miami, Florida. Her name is Andrea Farah, and I met her at the makeup show last year, and she introduced me to this wonderful product. It's basically a natural eyelash adhesive remover. So when you buy this, you get 2 containers. One says wash, the other one says rinse. Before I show you how it works, I want to let you know that this is essential oil based. So it's completely natural, safe for the eyes, safe to breathe in, etc., all that good stuff. So it's not going to harm you. And that's one of the things that I thought was so attractive about this product. But the way that you use it is you take the wash mixture and you spray it liberally onto the lashes. Put the lashes back in their clear plastic tray and allow them to sit there for 2 to 3 minutes. And after that period of time is up, you simply peel the lash adhesive from the band and it melts right off. Something so satisfying about watching that, am I right? It returns your lashes to their original state. No having to worry about ripping fibers out or destroying the band. This is traditionally used to remove the eyelash adhesive from the band, but you can also use it to remove mascara from false lashes, and that's why I'm showing you this more extreme example so you can see how effective and versatile it is too. And I love this product because I can't tell you how many times I have had a pair of false eyelashes that I was trying to remove the eyelash adhesive from the band and I ended up ripping the band or ripping fibers out of the lashes because that glue gets on there really tight and sometimes it's really hard to remove. And then once you have removed all of the makeup and all of the eyelash adhesive from the lash, then you go back with the rinse mixture, spray this liberally over the lash, and then pat it dry. I like to use paper towels when I'm doing this process because there isn't any lint in the paper towels. If you use a towel, you can transfer some of that lint into the lashes, and it's not really a good idea. I'm just putting it out there and forewarning you of that. And then after they have dried, I'll put them back in the package and they are good to go for the next use. And this is something that I do on a weekly basis with all of my lashes. It helps to extend the wear time of them. They feel good when you go to put them on your eyes the next time. You know they're clean, and helps to lessen any eye infections that could occur too. Because if you're not washing, or I should say if you're not taking care of your lashes on a regular basis, then you run the risk of eye infections, all kinds of nasty stuff that can happen. So it's really important to take time to take care of your false eyelashes, especially if you are wearing them repeatedly. And this product right here is one of the best, I mean, holy grail status for me. I am stocked on this stuff because I wear lashes every day. I love them. I could never be without this. So if that describes you, you would love this too. And if you're interested in it, I'll have it linked for you below. I love Andrea, I do. She's such a sweet woman. So if you want to support a woman-owned business right here, Miami, Florida, you won't be disappointed, I promise. So whether you are new to taking care of your tools and you needed some tips and pointers, or you're a seasoned pro and you just enjoyed hanging out with me, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions that I didn't answer for you within the video, feel free to ask below and I will do my best to answer every single one. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.